Here's a look at your jobs today, featured on CBS 4 News Sunrise every morning. In McAllen, they're looking for a security officer. The pay is $9 an hour. 1 year of experience and a high school diploma or GED is required. In Edinburgh, a server is needed. The pay will be discussed with the employer. No experience or education requirement there. And to talk more about job opportunities in the Valley is Nikki Semnagel at Workforce Solutions. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure to have you. We always learn something from you. And you guys have hiring events all throughout the year, once a week at minimum. And let's just talk about those key interview questions people should be asking the employers. One of the tough things during interviews is to know what to ask them at the end. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I mean, and that's one of the main things that you need to be prepared for. When do you think you're going to be filling this position? In other words, you want to know how long it is that you're going to be waiting. You want to know more or less what the schedule is. If you don't already know if it's full-time or part-time, you want to know when the start date is. Things like that. It'll actually prepare you, and you won't have to worry so much about following up with them, because you know, okay, they're going to be filling the position by this point, so I know that I'll hear from them before then, at least a week or so before.
Yeah, so you'll know exactly if you're still in the running or not. And with the holidays going on, you were saying there was one event that was going on with Veterans Day that was right in the middle. So when those holidays coming up, sometimes you don't hear back from the employer when you would expect it, because people have different off schedules.
Absolutely, and one of the main things to remember, especially during the holidays, is to be a little bit more patient than normal. Reason being is that when you're applying for jobs, a lot of people are taking days off. A lot of people, you know, they're going on vacation and stuff like that. You might not hear back right away. Whereas if it wasn't vacation time or it wasn't holiday time, you probably hear back from the employer right away. So my advice is to stay patient. You still want to follow up, obviously, but be a little bit more patient. And in that particular instance, yes, it was Veterans Day, and it was a 3-day weekend, and we had a lot of job seekers who were like, well, I haven't heard back, heard back. And it was right after a really, really big job fair, so they were concerned. But that's what it was. You know, employers take days off too. They go on holiday.
So don't write yourself off too quickly.
Absolutely.
And let's talk about that correctional officer screening that's coming up. There's one today, but then there's 2 other days as well.
Right. Texas Department of Criminal Justice will be at the Mission Workforce Solutions office today, tomorrow, and on Thursday. They would like applicants to arrive around 7:45. They do start promptly at 8 a.m. and they won't let people in after the fact. So you do need to make sure that you're there promptly. And if they are interested in you, they feel that you're a good candidate, they'll actually pass you on to the testing process.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.